show you guys some of the prints I'm working. That was a screw up. Man, that was a bummer. It was like 90% done, and I think I was running the rainbow a little bit too fast. Working on this little guy. He's gonna be a toilet paper holder. He's got a little piece of poo to clean up. Making the skeletons for Halloween. That's what. This is like a 16-piece model. I'm pretty excited to get it done. Again, there's the head. And it's a pretty nice design. They got little pegs that you glue in instead of just having to glue seam to seam, which makes it connect way better. Here was another skull screw up that I changed layers, and that top layer, it's hard to see, but I love that filament. It's a Molin, it's like, let me see what it's called. A Molin sedimentary rock. And I got a whole new roll of it ready to go. I like it so much. But yeah, this skull would have looked pretty cool. But I had a string of bad luck. Alright, this thing's almost done filling in. I want to get it kicked in the hyperspeed, because I got it set so it gradually increased in speed, so it's not actually going 400 millimeters per second yet. We're on layer 5, so this should be it. See, next is going to be blue. And when I can't believe I forgot to lock the extruder. There was like 3% left, and it's broke, but I did that out of frustration. And again, the white is not in the rainbow, but it blends perfectly with this Spring Lake. And you can see the colors. It's a lot lighter, like more mellower than your typical rainbow filament. Let's see. And a Molin is great stuff. I don't think this one was a Molin. I think it was actually OVV3D. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I prefer doing. It's a pain in the ass, but I like changing lines and like just kind of keep track of the percent and kind of make a pattern. Oh, this one hurts that it failed. I'm still trying to figure something out. Like, I printed this hat, but I don't know. I tried heating it up with the heat gun, but it wasn't enough. There's my scrap box, which I heat, and I just, not with my foot, but you get the point. Here was a devastating, let's see, this one. I tried making that thing out of PLA, and I had a dumb setting on or something, but it basically filled in the threads. that one hurt too, because it's a, again, 200-gram print, or so it's almost a whole roll. It's basically 2/3 of a roll. But I'm excited for this clamp. This baby is going to be heavy duty, and it feels solid. Look at that. It's got some weight to it. I almost dropped the PLA one on my foot. And the first layer was some orange. I'm not gonna say the brand because usually it's a good brand, but I think it was just a bad batch. Like it was in older style packaging. I dried it and everything, but I don't know what happened. But on something like this, it's really not that big of a deal. I mean, yeah, it loses some strength, but this thing, that's just regular PLA, and I guarantee I could stand on it. Like, I can't balance on it, but I'm putting weight on it, and it's not even flexing. Anyway, let's go back and look at the print. It still hasn't started the infill yet. Let me kick this baby up to 125. This hyper, it can handle it. We're almost at I got it at 15% triangle infill. I like triangle. I've had so many failures on concentric just because I like to switch lines a lot, and sometimes all it takes is one line to slip on concentric, and this one was triangle and it still failed. I don't know what the hell happened with that one. That one was triangle too. But usually triangle is a lot better. And triangle is my favorite go-to usually. Alright, we're almost there, folks. Yeah, probably my favorite filament is definitely the Creality Hyper. And Creality Hyper, they actually got a Creality Hyper Carbon. That's not it. You got to run that. I think I ran that at 150 millimeters per second. I can't remember exactly. Let me see what it says to run carbon. One thing nice about the Creality K1C, it's got this little list right here. Yeah, 150. This baby took 18 hours. I just hope it holds up. And that's just glue. I haven't washed it yet. It's glue from the plate. This thing's about to start zipping. But so far, this is my favorite rainbow color. It doesn't have that like yellow brick roadish. It's subtle. And I was thinking about going all white on the skeleton, but I wanted to add a little bit of color. And this blends in really good. And it's really mellow, soft colors. I'm gonna do the rest basically in white, but figure for the rib cage, you know? Why not? This will basically, if it wasn't broke, let me see. That's how thick it's gonna be. But together, both of those were about 80 meters of filament. Here we go. See the time on this print. 2.5 hours. This one, I had it set for a different filament, and it took actually 5 hours. So with the hyper, you can cut speeds in half. Let's see, we're already at 11%, 7 meters. The first few layers always takes the most, you know, because it's like 5 layers of solid. But yeah, and basically you can see the green starting. This is what the finished product will look like, but not broke. And this, I wish they had the shorter gradient in this colorway. But when I do a video with the short gradient, I'll definitely, because I'm excited to see how fast this changes colors. As you can see, even one layer, like on this one whole row is the same color. This one, like, it's half that, it looks like. So, and to get all the colors out of most of the rainbows that I've used, it takes around 100-meter print. Was I saying millimeter earlier? I'm tired, guys, gals, anyone watching. Anyway, I'm a big fan of Creality Hyper filament. This is all Creality Hyper in here. This is all Flassforge. This is some Creality Hyper. This is basically my blacks and whites. This is my silks. These are some Amolin silk tones. But this is my print shop. This is to pump the air out of the bags, get mine out of the gutters. Use the purple glue on the bed plate. Anyway, that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.